Hey everyone, how's it going? Five Finger Shuffle. We are back here with another video, and today we have a bit of a treat for you. We are on Carvas' account, and we are doing our very first ever account review on the channel. So this is something that I really wanted to do in previous games, but we weren't allowed, and I'm really excited to be able to do this here. Um, I got some notes for you. So basically, we're looking at a potential Wyvern team. He gave me what he's using now and can do Wyvern 7, but wants to know if it's going to be stable and what he can work on to get toward Wyvern 10. Also, we have some summons at the end. He wanted to be on Thursday night summons tonight, but is apparently busy and is over in Europe, so wasn't going to be able to make the show. So we're going to be doing his summons during the account review. And what else? Also in Abyss, not too worried about Arena. Coming up on Abyss 50, so wanted to basically know an Abyss team that might work. And I think that's it. Oh, and also who he should 6-star next, which is a very common question. And I always say it depends on your account. So this kind of gives me a chance to come in and kind of poke around and try some things out and see what's going to work. So let's take a look at his inventory here. We got Says, Crow, Araminta, Ken, Kize, Cecilia, Lots, and Silk to start off. So a pretty solid box. He did say that he's not free to play, but he's also not a whale. Um, you can see he's been working hard on Sez's gear. Only the two pieces that aren't maxed yet, so that's a good sign. Decent crit rate, decent attack. All in all, not too bad. Um, oh, and you have attack on here. That surprises me. So you went triple attack. That's why your attack is so high. Interesting. If you happen to get a good crit damage piece for here, I would consider putting crit damage on there. Because this is a pretty nice piece in terms of the HP, but he's going to be squishy no matter how much HP you put on him. So I would say if you get a crit damage piece that has like, he doesn't even really need anything else on it to be honest. But I would put that on there, substitute it in. I don't know if you were already planning that or not, but that would be the first thing that I would change is because you've already got enough crit rate to get him over 75%, you might want him to get even a little higher. So you might want a crit damage piece with a high crit rate substat on it. But if you can find one, I mean, definitely put that on there. Because if he has whatever it works out to be, like 80% crit rate and like 200 plus crit damage, he's going to hit a lot harder, even though you're sacrificing attack. All right, so Crow doesn't look like you're working on too much. I know you mentioned your Araminta is pretty squishy. You can obviously tell the gear isn't to the same level as the Says, but that's expected. Same with Ken. You've been working on Kize quite a bit. Some nice stats there. So you did go with crit chance on her with attack and attack. And who else did you say you were using? Oh yeah, you said Hazel is your primary healer. You also see Ball and Cezanne down here. Who else is down here? So Clury, Lorena, Carmine Rose. All right, let's come back up here. I don't even remember who we were looking at. I got distracted. All right, so Hazel, speed. Those boots are amazing. I love those boots. I'm using them as well. Um, speed, attack, attack. So Hazel's a tricky one. There's a lot of chatter about her getting this specialty change. I do love her unhealable on the first skill. Unfortunately, her heals are based on attack, which makes her kind of tricky. She'll be great for Wyvern, but with the team you have, you don't really have any other support. Here, what? Okay. So I think the first thing we have to do is jump into Wyvern, and we got to see how your team is running. So he said he's been doing Wyvern 7. I'm honestly not sure if this is automatically going to pull up his team or if we're going to have to input it. So let's see what happens. Okay, so this is what he said he was running. So it popped up on the proper team, which is great. And let's just hit auto and see how this goes. I would assume that Says is geared so well that this should be relatively quick work of these trash waves here. I really like Cecilia. I know a lot of people don't like her, but I am a huge fan of Cecilia. Obviously, she's not optimal in here just because her defense break is suspect, to say the least. We didn't check the skill ups on her, but even still, it only goes max up to 50%. The thing that's probably letting you get away with that is because one, you have an attack buff, and two, you have Kize. So in terms of breaking the shield when you get to the boss, it's not too much of an issue. Also, you happen to have an attack break from Cecilia when she decides to land it. All right, so that wave was really quick. The only thing is, you really don't have a healer. Your healer is Hazel, but being a squishy healer is a little scary, like that. So she heals herself. So you can already see the issue is debuffs, right? So if he attacks her again, your healer's dead. All right, so he landed the heal block, which is nice. This is where every time I run my Cecilia, I'm like, man, I really wish she had a reliable defense break. It would be so game changing if she did. It's funny. She landed her attack buff, so Kize goes, takes down half the shield. Looks like you're fast enough, at least for 7, to break the shield, so that's good. Oh yeah, easily break the shield with a turn to spare. Nice team up proc and an extra proc from Says. And I think you're good now. I feel like what's going to happen is we're going to do this whole review. We're going to find a way around you not having a healer, and then we're going to do your summons, and we're going to end up pulling you a healer. At least I hope that's what happens. And then we'll have to go back and change everything I just said. All right. So, I mean, even when you get a little unlucky and Hazel dies, you're still able to complete it. So it looks pretty reliable. And you're going to have no problems with the wave clear. Your issue is you can probably even do 8. We're not going to bother running it because I'm pretty sure you could do it. I'm sure you could auto 8. Your Hazel, again, if she gets targeted, maybe then your team wipes. But the reason is only because you have no debuffs, right? Well, you don't have no debuffs, but you don't have reliable debuffs. And I mean, a defense break is really nice. You don't necessarily need it with the team you have, but it might be worth looking into. So I was running Cecilia on my team as well. You did get the effect chance up to 45% here, and here is still at 60%. Unfortunately, this skill, she does prioritize it, but you can't land provoke on the boss, right? And then this skill is only 35% to decrease attack. And if she's below 50% health, then you're probably in trouble. So you have a couple of options. One, you really need to keep your Hazel alive. So obviously 6-starring her would help. I hesitate to tell people the 6-star unit that hasn't even had her specialty change yet. You probably also want to change this artifact. I don't know what you're going to want to change it to. Let's take a look. I mean, Candlestick might be a good option there. Decreased chance of missing. I mean, even the totem might not be bad, just to keep your team healing more. Here, let's see what other artifacts you have on people, because you do have lots. I'm wondering... No. Your poor Kize. She, weren't we... I thought I saw something else for her. No, never mind. Oh, that's why. You have, I was like, this would be great on her. Interesting. So this artifact might long term actually be better on Kize, just because it'll make her proc her first skill over and over, which will help break the shield. But then you have nothing for him, so I would leave it for now. And then once she's 6-starred and ready to go, I would consider switching it for your Wyvern comp. Here, this is nice. The thing is, the chance to defense break is so low with the counter that Aureus would be way better. You could also consider putting this on Hazel as well. Yeah, you got to change that Hazel artifact for sure. And I know it's a lot of work, but I think this girl is going to be one of your biggest solutions to your problems. She's got a regular defense break, which once her skill tree is done, so I know you haven't even gotten to the point yet of opening up her specialty change, but once you do, you go into Awaken, and down at the bottom there'll be a whole specialty tree, and it allows you to add other things as well. So she can add a shield to herself, she can give herself free speed. She can also, you can reduce her cooldown on her defense break in the normal awakenings, which so first of all, she needs to be skilled up, right? So skilling her up will get that to 100%, but also you can reduce the cooldown on her skill ups, and then you can make her faster, and you can give her a chance to proc on her first skill, which essentially is reducing the cooldown again. So she can have defense break up almost all the time. Also, you build it really fast, and that's going to help. So that's one defense break right there. You could run her, and if you get that Aureus artifact, which I would recommend if we come out to the shop, it's not in here yet, but save up your powder of knowledge until the Aureus artifact pops up. And if you haven't already summoned one by then, consider buying one. I'm sure you have a bunch of extra 3-star artifacts laying around. You're going to get some today as well. Make sure you get the powder for them, and make sure you get that artifact. Put that on her. She'll absorb. You can put her on the front line. She'll be basically a guaranteed defense break. So it's a 100% chance instead of the 45% you have on Cecilia. And from there, you can basically put the rest of your team around it. Now, I know Says is your best geared unit, so I think he's great for where you are right now. That being said, he may not be the best long term. You may need someone like Ball in there. So he's got 35% chance to inflict poison. Number of debuffs. Inflicts damage proportional to the number of debuffs, which is nice. And with a 65% to decrease speed and make them unhealable for 2 turns. So he has a bunch of debuffs. Somebody like him, combined with Araminta and Clury, and then finally Hazel, I think might be your, if you only have these units, that might be your go-to team. For now, obviously Says is your best geared unit. He's your only 6-star. He's doing a crap ton of damage. So he's got to stay in there for now. But thinking long term, that's probably the direction you're going to go. So what I would do is I would 5-star her, open her specialty change, and then as you're grinding up 6-stars, what you need to do, what you need to do to do her specialty change is get 10 of these guys up to level 40. So you've already got a couple at level 30. 4-star her, and then start grinding a bunch of these up to level 40, do her specialty change, and get her going. Because that's going to help you in every aspect of the game, especially if you can get that Aureus artifact. Because not only can you use her here, but she's going to help you in your Abyss runs as well. So the reason you need that artifact is it is basically damage absorption for the rest of your team. So she's going to not only help keep your nukers alive, but she's going to help keep your Hazel alive as well. Unless you get another healer, of course, in which case that'll change everything. And I mean, having a level 1 4% attack on her doesn't help either. Keep trying to push for that gear. I know it's hard early game. I'm in the same spot. He's interesting too. I want to take a look at him at some point. But yeah, just keep. Otherwise, it doesn't seem like it's like you haven't been neglecting your gear, other than poor Hazel. But keep doing that, and that will definitely help your Wyvern team. That's what I would recommend. And yeah, it looks like you're trying to get this skilled up. Long term, you probably want the first skill skilled up as well. Airmint is a lot of work, but it's from what I understand, a ton of people are using her in here. Obviously, if you're going to use that, make sure you max it as well. And yeah, if you get another artifact for Says, then you could end up potentially switching this over to Kize and see what happens. Or maybe you'll get another one of these, and you can put that on Kize as well. I actually took the RNL artifact off my Kize and put the Dust Devil artifact on her, because I just feel like spamming that first skill for Wyvern is going to be so much better. So actually, before we exit there, you did mention you were having issues, or you thought you were going to be having issues with Abyss. That's part of the issue with Sez, right? He's great early game because he does so much damage and he takes so many extra turns. You're on stage 48. He's amazing, but he just doesn't bring a lot of utility. So in terms of pure nuking everything, if you can nuke everything, you're fine. But when it comes down to like slowly grinding things out, the way you're set up currently, you're going to have some issues just because you don't really have a healer. Your poor healer is Hazel. You could use lots. I don't know if you're using him or not. It doesn't really look like it since you only have one of these started to skill up a little bit. He's a decent healer though. I would consider trying to gear him up a little more. You don't have to 6-star him right away, but he does have this this nice heal here, and then another continuous healing here. and you've got the me I can't say this word. Megara's tomb or tome. And I mean that's a lot of healing. So I would consider for Abyss probably running him over Hazel to be honest. Even if you want to run like Silk, because she'll speed up your team and slow down the enemy team. So if you were running something like, say, Cecilia, maybe not. Well, yeah. If you assume you're gonna keep running Sez and you just want to keep him alive, you could run Cecilia, Clury, Lots, and Sez, and it's basically a protect Sez comp. That should work. And then when you run into nature floors, you'll have to take him out and find a damage dealer that's not water. So if you end up building Araminta, that will work. Um, Also, if you end up building Ball, that will work as well. So you have to understand, I am recommending a lot of other 6 stars here. So it's just a lot of work you're gonna have to go through, right? In terms of your next 6 star, personally, I mean, because you don't have another healer yet, I don't know if I would do Lots second. I would consider doing Cecilia or Clury. If you had Clury ready, I would say do her next, just because she's kind of a support. Um, because she's not ready, I did Cecilia first, and I have no regrets at all. I really like her. I would consider doing her anyway, because you can pair them together, and they will work really well together. You don't need to use only one or the other. Cecilia can actually do a lot of damage. The other option is you could do Araminta and just have 2 damage dealers first while you're waiting for your healer. I don't think that's a bad decision at all. I would consider her. The only reason I wouldn't do Kize, even though I think she needs to be 6 star in order to be really good at Wyvern, um, is just because she's the same element. You want to remain element neutral, right? As much as possible. So maybe do Araminta, and while you're getting ready to 6 star her, build up your Clury and have Clury as your third one, and then hopefully you've pulled a healer by then. That's probably the route that I would go. Hopefully that helps anyway. But otherwise, your gearing looks pretty good. You're upgrading things. Um, you're on the right track in terms of like what artifacts you're using. You just need more stuff, and you need more 6 stars because really where you're gonna end up getting stuck is just the fact you only have one 6 star and you have you're limited in terms of heals. Also, Clury can heal herself, which is really nice, and provide provoke, which will stop other enemies from hitting your other people, and she heals herself, so she really will limit the amount of heals you need, and obviously that Aureus artifact. So I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today in terms of our first ever account review on the channel. I hope this helped you out, Carvas. I think that'll kind of give you some direction, and hopefully that helps. I think your account is in a great spot, so best of luck to you. If you have any more questions, you can message me on Discord. If anybody else wants to be on the channel and have an account review done for you, my all you do have to have Discord. My Discord name is down below, so check that out. Just send me a message on Discord, and we will get you all set up for an account review on your account. In the meantime, we have 196 bookmarks. We're not going to have enough for an ML. So what's that? 39 summons. Best of luck, Carva. I hope we get you a healer, and then I can go back and change part of my review. All right, here goes nothing. Also, a reminder, guys, every Thursday we do have Thursday night summons for viewers. So if you want to jump onto Twitch, we are streaming every single day, but Thursday is the day we do our viewer summons. Doing summons for people is still a little scary, always for me, because I'm like, I always want to Be able to say I got them something good instead of, oh, I'm so sorry. Because you feel so bad when you don't get them anything. Misty. Misty's a decent healer, but I think with you've already got Lots and Hazel going, I don't think you need to go that direction any further. Apparently, he might be getting a specialty change as well. Timeless Anchor. I would love to pull you a healer and that Aureus artifact. That would be amazing. So with this many summons, you're expecting at least 2 4-star or above characters. And probably the same for artifacts as well. Ugh. I hate it when we start off slow. It makes me so anxious. All right, Candlestick. I mean, for a 3-star artifact, it's a great artifact. You might want to use that to limit break the one you have. I believe I already saw you had one in there. Curious, she'll be good later. You can use her in your Golem comp if you've started getting into Golem. I know we didn't talk about that, but oh my god. Enough of the dry spell. Where are we? Okay, we got 6 more before the halfway point. Here, let's let this one simmer. Change the luck a little bit. All right, hopefully that changed it. If we get to the halfway point and we don't have one yet, we'll go back to the title screen and then come back. The tension is building. All right, 2 more in the first half. This will be a nice one now. All right. Nothing like putting the pressure on the back half, guys. All right. Let's just go back in. All right, let's switch over here. We'll do the free one. That didn't work. Collect your gold transmit stone. We're trying to change up the RNG here, Larry. Let's collect this. Maybe that'll help. Not that I'm overly superstitious, but you never know, right? All right, here we go. I almost forgot to go back to the banner. All right, so we're on our last. We actually had 40 summons because he had the free one. Oh, all right, here we go. Something good, please. Nice. There you go. The brand new artifact. Iron Fan artifact. Damage dealt increases by 16% when attacking an ice elemental target. So this won't help you with Wyvern, but when you get into Golem, or sorry, when you get into Banshee, this is going to be amazing. I said the same thing in my last video. So congratulations on your Iron Fan artifact. That's going to be really, really strong, especially once you get more into late game. So congratulations. Also, any water floors in Abyss, you could use this and it'll help. I don't know what that's going to skill up to. I'm guessing usually it doubles at level 30. So it'll be another 16%, which would be 8. So go up to 24% at level 15, I'm guessing. I haven't looked at it though. But 24% damage is essentially a full-time damage buff. So, all right, yeah, attack buff. You combine that with an attack buff of your own. That's going to be a lot of extra damage. All right, so we got the artifact, but we're doing 40 summons here, and we got 0 units. Not one. Not even one 4-star. All right, another artifact. That Aureus artifact would be sweet right now. Oh, wrong one. Increase evasion chance by 10% after successfully evading the caster's granted increased attack for 1 turn. I was really hoping. I was like, that would have been amazing. Then you're free rolling at that point. If you're like, you got 2 really good artifacts, you're like, even if we don't get a healer, it's still a win. I still think we need something else good though. Another candlestick limit break there for you. All right, we're 3/4 of the way through. Nice. All right, healer. Please. I can't tell. Oh, okay. There you go, though. She could be good for your, if you're looking for more debuffs for your Wyvern team, she could be your substitution. She'll also be good in Golem. You could run her with Araminta, or if you want to keep running Sez, you could run her and Sez. That's not bad. A lot of people really, really, really like her for dungeons. So, and she's relatively easy to gear. She's got a lot of bleed stacks. So if the enemy is bleeding, it will add 2 more bleed stacks. So she's not great for first turn because she needs to already have bleed on there. So she does have to lead with her second skill. But she also extends them. So she's really good once there's already bleed on the unit. If you happen to get a haste, she'll pair really well with haste. Oh my god. Is this it? You get another 5-star artifact. Damn. 40 summons. What do we got? Hopefully not the same thing. Alright, well, you got 2 Iron Fan artifacts now. If you build a Banshee team, you put these on your 2 of your nukers for Banshee. Oh my god, the damage. I don't know. I don't like the idea of feeding one to the other. I would probably keep at least 2 of these. But I mean, congratulations. That's the risk of running these banners, right? Is you might get this. Please don't be the same thing. Nice. Let's see it. Yes. Belena, amazing. There you go. Your Banshee team is set. Oh my god, what a summon session. Whew, we got nothing in the first 20, and we have 2 Blade Fan artifacts, a Belena, and a Surin in the back half of the 20 summons. That is insane. Oh my god. And that's not even like, that's only 70 bookmarks. We got that. Wow. All right, you're getting nothing the rest of the way. But congratulations, man. In terms of filling your needs, it doesn't really, unfortunately. It's another water unit. But oh my, or sorry, no, she's nature. I don't know why I keep thinking she's water. But it's a water killer. I don't remember seeing any nature nukers though. We'll have to go back and look at your box again. Throw an Aureus in there for the win. Or another Dust Devil. Hellcutter. Okay. Another good artifact. Man, that was quite the summon session, Carvas. Last one. Safe to say, this was a win. All right, 40 summons, and your third candlestick artifact on top of it. 40 summons. To recap, we got 2 4-star artifacts, 2 of the new 5-star artifacts, plus where'd she go? Plus we got Surin, who we're gonna lock, and we got Belina. Oh my god. That is crazy. Here. Congratulations. And I don't remember seeing any nature in your inventory other than Curious, Clury, and Lots, right? Oh, Silk too. But your first Nature Nat 5, congratulations. Let's come back to her before we wrap things up. That doesn't really solve any of your problems. It probably just creates more. But, I mean, out of 40 summons, having that be your problem is not going to be a bad thing. So congratulations, Carvas. Thank you so much for letting us review your account. I hope the account review helped, and if it didn't, at least we got you a new Nat 5. Congratulations one more time. Don't forget, guys, if you want to sign up for this yourself, all you have to do is go onto my Discord and send me a PM, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And we will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye.